What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Let's check out the first name in helmets, AFX. It's not fame that gave me a big head, it's genetics. And so when I've been trying out some of these motorcycle, snowmobile helmets, you know, I'm really impressed with them, but a lot of them are a little tight. And so I picked this up. It's by AFX Helmets, which you can check out their website at afxhelmets.com. And the reason I picked up this particular one is because it came in a monster size. Now, I'm not exactly sure if everyone abides by exactly the same dimensions for size, but this one you might be able to see right here is a XXXXL size. It was actually the biggest one I could find, and I got it to try it out. Now, this one will be a very bright looking helmet. What you can see here is it comes kind of in its little nylon bag. It's got a couple straps here, and it has a little lock so that I can tighten it up, put it back into like a saddle bag or something like that, so you don't have to worry about it getting scratched up. I'm just gonna go ahead and open it up here. And here is the helmet, and why I was going to say this is not going to be a subtle helmet is because this thing is bright orange. Now, they do come in some other color combos, but in the XXXXL size, this was kind of what I found in stock. So definitely excited about checking this out. And what you can see here is it's fully enclosed. We've got a nice, smooth, shiny orange coloring here. We've got a couple of covers here for a little tiny venting on the top, a little Venturi effect, low pressure area kind of drawing air out. You can see on the back here, DOT sticker, but then it looks like we also have a couple of little vents on the back end, again, kind of drawing air out that way. And we also have a couple little vents right here on the front to allow air, kind of pressurized air coming in. Now, if we take a look at the bottom here, looks like we have a little, which I'm gonna have to remove, little tag for fitment and an owner's manual in here. So take that off. And then what I'm really liking is obviously we've got the nice big foam padding in here covered in like a microfiber and some like vinyl. But what I really like are these types of chin straps. So you can see we have some of that microfiber foam on the sides that kind of come down to your jowls. But this little strap here is kind of like a ski buckle. So you can see here, it's got teeth on this end and a quick release mechanism on here. So it kind of works like a ski buckle or an airline seat belt. And I really like those because you don't have to fumble with threading a strap through a little metal buckle. You can just kind of put it in there, tighten it down, and it's going to hold in place until you release it. So it's also kind of a nice, quite quick release strap. The other thing is we have a breath deflector in here. It might be a little hard to see it, but right on the front, it's got a little hole right on the front, and it's kind of a face cover, and it's got Velcro on the sides, so it sticks to that microfiber interior, and you can see it's kind of a little bit like a stormtrooper mask. Little kind of vinyl loop right up here, but it's all molded, and what you can see is it's going to cover up the top of your nose, going to go right over and create a seal above your nose, but it's completely open on the bottom. And that's because if I put it on my face like this and breathe out, it's deflecting all that hot breath and that fog either through this hole or down here. And especially as you're riding a bike or a snowmobile, you've got air kind of drawing that breath out from underneath. So this deflector is going to be really important for not fogging up your glasses. These are actually probably something that I feel like you should see on the slopes a lot. And if you want to kind of anchor it into your helmet, there is a Velcro strip here which you could put on the inside of the chin portion here, which is kind of more, it's a softer, but it's a flat plastic. It's not covered with a fabric, so you can put that Velcro on there, and so that when you put this on, it'll stick in place, which is pretty nice. I also want to show you that you have that hole on the front of the breath deflector can fit right in this little hole right here, which is going to vent right through here. And so you can see on this front, we have a little vent. It just opens and closes just like that, closed like that. Pull it down, and that's going to give you a little bit of and a little opening there, kind of forcing air in through there. I'm going to take off the cover here, and you can see plexiglass like clear cover right here. That's going to be able to just flip up just like that. And not sure if there's plastic. Looks like there's plastic on the inside too. This thing comes double protected. Pull that off. All right, there. Now it's super clear. It actually had a little yellow plastic, so that is a perfectly clear plexiglass visor on there. And what I do like is that it has little detents here, so you can move it and it kind of locks in these intermediate positions. It's not just open or close. So if you want it propped open just a little bit to this first position, you can get nice air coming in here, especially if you're feeling a little warm on a hot day. And then on the top here, you can see a little plastic ridge that'll kind of give you a little extra nose protection. It'll kind of hold this breath deflector in place just a little bit. So that's pretty nice. And now, the question is, will this XXXXL helmet actually fit my head? It's for 67 to 68 centimeters. Not sure. Let's try it. All right. Ooh, 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 spacious. I know it's probably gonna be a little hard to hear. Look at that. I can just put that on that easily. See if I can even throw my glasses on in here too. Look at that. All right. This is the first helmet I've put on. Might be a little hard to hear. I'm gonna shout that I haven't felt like it's really kind of pressed up against my head. Maybe just slightly uncomfortable. This one actually has the space I need. Now I will say, I'm kind of surprised that XXXXL sizes aren't just ginormous. But if you've got a pumpkin sized head like me, this is what you're gonna want. And I wouldn't be surprised. I guess I don't feel like I have the biggest head in the world. And so some people might want bigger, and I'm sure you can get them. But what I really like is just how big this is. And for me, it's more about just being able to go outdoors. Ooh. Go out in the snow. And especially when you're in polar vortex weather, not having that kind of stinging right on your face. Again, with the breath deflector here, I can put this on just like this. It's gonna muffle my voice even more. Like that, it's gonna stick in place with the Velcro. I'm gonna take that off there so I can continue to shout at you. But hey, this thing works. I love it. This is the one that I'm sticking with. And it's not that expensive. So if you want to pick up a helmet from AFX, I would highly recommend it. Lots of features. Obviously, if you want to stay safe, you can go with a super bright color like this. But I love it. Fits. It fits comfortably too. I'll put a link to it in the description. Peter Von Panda, out.